Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone, and in this video we're gonna be going over the top 5 best class setups after the recent update here in season 3 of Call of Duty Vanguard. After the update, a bunch of weapons got buffed, and it's time to change your class setups accordingly so you can increase your KD ratio, drop more kills, and secure that V2 rocket. So with all being said, the like goal on this video has to be 350 likes. 350 likes in under 24 hours, that'd be absolutely incredible. Also, huge shout out to the Notification Squad to get you tuning into all of my content. And if you guys want to stay up to date with any and all best class setups, best settings, tips and tricks, or any new updates that do go live in Vanguard, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn those post notifications. Let's go ahead and break down these class setups. So first off, we're gonna be taking a look at the Automaton, which is a weapon that got buffed within the recent update. Now for the muzzle, we're gonna go ahead and put on the MX silencer, so we have sound suppression as well as accuracy. Now for the underbarrel, we are gonna go ahead and throw on the M1941 hand stop, so we have that recoil control and accuracy to make this weapon super easy to use at longer ranges. Now for the barrel, we are gonna go ahead and put on the Anastasia sniper barrel, so we have bullet velocity as well as range. This is gonna be overall the best barrel to run on the Automaton, allowing us to use it at longer ranges way more effectively. Now a lot of people like to run the Zac barrel on this weapon. I'm telling you guys to go ahead and make the switch to the Anastasia sniper. It's way better and super easy to use at those longer ranges. Now for the magazine, this is where things get pretty interesting. All of the magazine attachments actually received a massive buff. The Secura 75 round drum is actually a 90 round drum now, and it is unbelievable. It's like having an AR LMG kind of fused into one, and it's overall insane. Now the 50 round magazine is now actually a 60 round magazine, so you guys can use either or, but personally, more ammo the better. I'm running the 90 round drums. Is it overkill? Absolutely, but it's super satisfying to go ahead and have an assault rifle with a 90 round drum. Now for the ammo type, we are going to go ahead and put on FMJ, because on the Automaton, running Linton is actually not going to be that beneficial, so the better attachment option is going to be going ahead and putting on the FMJ, so we have increased bullet penetration. Now for the optic, we are going to go ahead and put on the slate reflector, so we have a clean optic picture, so we can use weapon very easily at those medium to longer ranges. Kind of a no-brainer attachment. It's the best optic in the entire game for the assault rifles. Now for the rear grip, we are going to go ahead and put on the fabric grip. This is going to be the absolute best grip to run on any and all ARs and SMGs here in Vanguard, allowing us to have increased aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and hip fire recoil recovery. Now for the stock, we are going to put on the Zac skeletal, so we can walk around, aim down sights, prepare to win each and every gunfight. Increase aim walking movement speed, aim walking steadiness, and initial accuracy and recoil. You guys cannot go around this attachment. It works flawlessly on this assault rifle. Now for the efficiency, we are going to put on frenzy, so we have health regeneration after kills. We can keep pushing enemies, we can keep rushing, and we're always going to have 100% health as long as we're getting into engagements and winning those engagements. But with the Automaton, that's pretty easy to do. And then finally for the kit, we are going to put on fully loaded, so we can run this weapon from kill 1 all the way to kill 25 until we get that V2 rocket. Overall, a solid class setup that you guys should definitely check out if you guys are trying to use the Automaton after the recent update here in season 3. Man, the setup I have on the fighting knife, dauntless, forward intel lightweight, the sticky bomb, as well as the stem shot. Now for class number 2, we're gonna take a look at the Nikita AVT, which is a brand new DLC weapon that is a melt machine, one of the best guns in the entire game, and it has very low recoil. Now for the Nikita, for the muzzle, we are going to be going ahead and putting on the MX silencer again. You can go ahead and put the recoil booster if you guys want to. If you like to run a loud and proud AR, this is going to be a good attachment. But in order to go ahead and drop as many kills as possible, stay alive, and get that V2, having the MX silencer is making this weapon a little bit easier to use and keeping us alive on streaks. Now for the underbarrel, we're going to be running the M1941 hand stop again, so we have that added recoil and accuracy. A very good attachment on this weapon, making it super easy to use at longer ranges. Now for the barrel, we are going to go ahead and put on the Koviskaya 546 sniper barrel, so we have that bullet velocity and range, accuracy, and damage. Overall, a great attachment on the Nikita AVT, going ahead and bumping up that time to kill, making it that much of a better AR at those longer ranges. You can compete against the Automaton and the Cooper Carbine with this assault rifle, so definitely go ahead and throw this barrel on this weapon if you guys are using it as a long-ranged AR. It's still good at close range though. Now for the magazine, we're gonna go ahead and put on the 60-round drums. Now, a lot of the fire rate attachments received a massive buff in the recent update, and this is going to be part of it, allowing us to not have the damage con nearly as shown. So definitely go ahead and throw this on your class setup. Not only are you going to get a faster time to kill with this, but you're also going to have recoil control and accuracy, and overall an increased magazine capacity. What more can you ask for? A rifle that kills fast, has 60 rounds, and literally has zero, and I mean zero recoil. Definitely a great attachment to run on the Nikita AVT. Now for the ammo type, we are going to go ahead and put on lengthen, because this assault rifle is going to benefit this attachment, and obviously having that increased bullet velocity is allowing us to hit our targets faster down range, in turn giving us a faster time to kill. So make sure you guys go ahead and put on lengthen for your ammo type. Now for the optic, we are going to be running the slate reflector for this assault rifle again. I absolutely love running this attachment on all my ARs. Super easy to use, and overall just makes them a lot easier at those medium to longer ranges, and that's where this weapon is going to shine. Now for the rear grip, again, we are going to go ahead and put on the fabric grip. Business as usual. It's going to be the best rear grip for any weapon here in Vanguard. Now for the stock, I like to put on the Zac padded for the AR version of this weapon, allowing us to have aim walking movement speed, aim walking steadiness, as well as initial accuracy and recoil. You can literally go ahead and walk around, aim down sights, ready to win each and every gunfight. And the best part about it is we're going to have even more recoil control with this attachment. So it's a super good attachment on the Nikita AVT, making it that much better than it was before. And now for the proficiency, we're actually going to put on icy veins. This is probably one of the only weapons that I actually run icy veins, because this attachment is going to be super good, allowing us to have a faster reload when we're injured. And we're also going to go ahead and bump up that accuracy and recoil while we're injured as well. So if you guys like to run and gun, or just find yourself getting into multiple engagements very quickly, having icy veins is really good. It's kind of having like a built-in sliding hand and also like an M1941 hand stop kind of fused into one. You get the best of both worlds, so why not go ahead and run it? And then finally for the kit, we are going to run fully loaded, so we can rock the Nikita AVT from kill 1 all the way to kill 25 until we get that V2 rocket. Let's go ahead and throw this on your class setup. You guys are going to absolutely love it. Now for the main setup, again, I have the combat knife, dauntless, forward intel lightweight, the sticky bomb, as well as the stem shot. Overall, one of the best ARs that we have here in Vanguard, and it's nice that a DLC weapon that recently released is top tier meta. Now for class number 3, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Cooper Carbine, which honestly is probably one of the best, if not the best guns in the entire game. It's definitely a solid AR. It did not get touched in this update, but it's still a valid choice and a super good weapon if you are trying to increase your KD ratio and drop your first nuke. Now for the Cooper, we are going to run the MX silencer for that sound suppression and accuracy. Again, just like the Nikita AVT, if you want to run this weapon loud and proud, the recoil booster is going to be a great attachment. But for going on nukes, streaks, and just kind of increasing your KD ratio, we're going to go ahead and throw on the MX silencer. Now for the underbarrel, we are actually going to put on the Carver foregrip instead of the M1941 hand stop. Running a more aggressive build with this, and having the Carver foregrip allowing us to bump up that recoil and hipfire accuracy is going to be a super good attachment. The con is going to be completely irrelevant. This is going to be what you guys want to run in order to use this weapon at longer ranges with the attachments that we are going to select for it. Now for the barrel, we are going to run the first barrel, the 22-inch Cooper custom barrel, allowing us to have highly accurate controllable, reduced scope swing and gun bob, and fire rate. This is going to be the best barrel to run on the Cooper. There's no other barrel you guys should be running for this assault rifle. It is amazing with this attachment, super easy to use at those medium to longer ranges, and it's not going to go ahead and hinder our close range capabilities, because we are going to be building this class setup for running and gunning, but you still can use it at longer ranges. Now for the magazine, we're going to be running the first round, which is going to be the damage round. This is an attachment that you have to run on this weapon in order for it to be nasty and the fastest killing Cooper Carbine class setup possible. Bullet velocity and range, damage, bullet penetration, magazine ammo capacity. You guys cannot go wrong with this. Definitely a great attachment on the Cooper Carbine. I run it on all of my Cooper Carbine variations, and so should you. Now for the ammo type, we are going to go ahead and put on lengthen. Again, the business as usual. Definitely a great attachment to run on this weapon, allowing us to hit our targets faster down range, in turn getting a faster time to kill. Now for the optic, we are going to put on the slate reflector. Again, it's going to be a universal attachment I like to run on a lot of my ARs, just so they're easy to use at those longer ranges. Make sure you guys go ahead and equip this on the Cooper carbine, no matter if you're trying to build a long range setup or a rushing setup like we have here. Now for the rear grip, again, we are going to run the fabric grip. It's just going to be the best grip for all ARs and SMGs. I'm going to keep saying it, run this under the rear grip category. There's no other option you guys should be selecting. Now for the stock, we're going to go ahead and put on the remove stock. Definitely a great attachment on the Cooper carbine. Typically we run a different stock like the skeletal, or we could run the Cooper 45 RS, but for this one we're getting that movement speed, sprint to fire speed, and aim down sight speed. Just a better attachment, allowing us to literally run and gun and rush with this gun, and that's why we're going to go ahead and put this on here. Ever since I actually got taken out by somebody with the remove stock or the no stock Cooper carbine, I've been running it ever since. It's amazing, and it simply gets the job done. Now for the first proficiency, we are going to actually put on Icy Veins again. It's kind of like the Nikita AVT. Icy Veins is a good attachment for this weapon, allowing us to have reload quickness while injured, and also action recoil while being injured or suppressed. Now, if the recoil is challenging for you, you can put on Brace with this class setup, allowing us to have initial action recoil, just so you can hit those first couple shots and get that time to kill down pretty quick. So run either or. If you guys are more accurate and kind of can control the recoil, Icy Veins are going to be a good attachment. But if you guys need some more assistance, Brace is going to be a nice option. Tight Grip is also going to be a valid choice as well, but usually I stick between Brace and Icy Veins on this weapon. And then finally for the kit, we are going to put on Fully Loaded, so we can rock the Cooper carbine from kill 1 all the way to kill 25 until we get that V2. Make sure you guys go ahead and those on your class setup. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and you guys are definitely going to enjoy it and probably drop your first V2 rocket with this setup. Now for the remainder of the class, we have on the Combat Knife, Dauntless Forward Intel Lightweight, and I have on the Sticky Bomb with the Stem Shot. Overall, a solid setup that you guys cannot go wrong with, and this is probably, like I said, going to be the class setup you're going to get that V2 rocket with. Now for the fourth class setup, we're taking a look at the Weld gun, which is nasty. This gun is a melt machine. Now you cannot go wrong with this weapon. It is unbelievable, kills ridiculously fast. So for the Weld gun, we are going to put on, for the muzzle, we're going to run the recoil booster. We're not going to go ahead and suppress the Weld gun this time. You can if you guys want to, but this class setup is overall going to be running and gunning, being aggressive, and taking out as many people as we can. Now for the barrel, we're going to be running the first barrel on this weapon, allowing us to have less damage range at fall off, as well as increased limb damage. I jumped straight to the barrel because usually I'd recommend running the SA Shrouded, but after this recent update, the Hoxton barrel is going to be the best option, because we are no longer running attachments that are going to hinder recoil control. So you can go ahead and afford to not have an attachment that's going to be going ahead and bumping that up. Now for the underbarrel, because we don't need to run any recoil controlling attachment on this weapon, we are going to run the SMLE pistol grip, so we have that increased sprint to fire speed as well as hip fire accuracy. Just a nasty class setup on this weapon, allowing us to take enemies out very easily at close range, medium range, and you guessed it, longer ranges. Now for the magazine, luckily this weapon did get a buff within the recent update to the Gorenko rounds, allowing us to have a faster time to kill, and the damage con is going to be kind of irrelevant now. We're going to have that recoil control and accuracy, fire rate, movement speed, and aim down sight with this, making this a run and gun aggressive nightmare for players that we're going to be going up against. This is going to be one of the fastest killing weapons in the entire game without actually having to run a damage mag on it. So make sure you guys go ahead and throw this on your class setup. Now for the ammo type, business as usual, we are going to be going ahead and throwing on lengthened. Overall, a solid attachment choice for the Weld gun. You guys can't go wrong with it. You're going to be taking people out longer ranges easier, because our bullets will be hitting the target a lot faster. Now for the optic, we are going to be putting on the slate reflector. Again, business as usual. I love running this on all of my guns. It just makes them super easy to use at longer ranges, and you guys just honestly just can't go wrong with it. You can run the upgraded iron sights if you guys want to, but honestly, that aim down sights benefit is not going to be nearly as beneficial as having a crystal clear optic. Now for the rear grip, again, we are going to be running the fabric grip. Great attachment, can't go wrong with it. I'm going to keep spreading the fabric grip wave. It is amazing and it works on literally all weapons here in Vanguard. Now for the stock, we're going to be going ahead and putting on the SA43 folding, or you guys can go ahead and put on the skeletal. Both are going to be great options. I personally like the folding because we're going to be getting that hip fire accuracy, aim walking movement speed, aim down sight speed, and additional action and recoil. Overall, just a great attachment on the weld gun, making it that much easier to use at closer ranges, and just overall a running gun dream. Just a great attachment on this weapon. Now for the efficiency, again, we are going to be running Frenzy because this is an aggressive class setup. We want to be able to regenerate health after each kill. This is definitely going to be an added benefit to this SMG. And then finally for the kit, luckily we don't have to run quick on this class setup because usually I'd recommend running quick if you were running a damage mag or the SA Shrouded, which is a heavier style barrel. This time we can go ahead and just have on fully loaded, run max starting ammo, so we can use this weapon from kill 1 all the way to kill 25, so we get that V2 rocket. Overall solid class setup that you guys cannot go wrong with. Definitely the #1 SMG in the entire game. And from in the setup, I have on the combat knife, gauntless, forward intel, lightweight, sticky bomb, and the stem shot. Make sure you guys run this class setup up. And then finally for the 5th class setup, we're taking a look at the MP40, which is going to be absolutely insane. Definitely a good weapon to use and kind of on par with the weld gun. So for the muzzle, we are going to be running the recoil booster again. The M1929 silencer is also going to be a good option if you guys want to run this weapon suppressed. But for the SMGs on this game, I prefer a recoil boosted class setup. Now for the underbarrel, we can run either the Mark 6 skeletal, or we can run the SMLE pistol grip. Both are going to be great options. I like running the pistol grip on this because that sprint to fire speed and hip fire accuracy is going to make this weapon a lot easier to use at those closer ranges. So we're going to go ahead and throw this on our class. Now for the barrel, instead of running the first Krutzniks barrel, which I know a lot of people like to run this weapon, we are now going to go ahead and put on the short barrel so we have less damage range at fall off, as well as increased limb damage. Just a nasty class setup on this weapon, allowing us to use it at longer ranges. The headshot con is going to be irrelevant because again, it is going to be a running gun build, so having the short barrel is going to be a better option. Now for the magazine, we are going to go ahead and put on the Gorenko fast mag, or the fire rate rounds. These actually did get a buff on the MP40, allowing us to have increased recoil control and accuracy, aim down sight speed, fire rate, and movement speed. The damage con is going to be completely irrelevant on this weapon. This is one of the fastest killing SMGs with this type of magazine on it. Make sure you guys go ahead and give this a try. I know a lot of people like to run the 32 round damage rounds, but I highly recommend you guys going ahead and checking out the Gorenko. They're going to be amazing, and you'll find yourself taking enemies out incredibly fast with this attachment. Now for the ammo type, again, this is as usual, we are going to be running Lengthen. It's going to be the best ammo type to run on any and all AR and SMGs, or 99% of any and all ARs and SMGs, allowing us to have that increased bullet velocity, hitting our targets faster downrange, giving us a faster time to kill. Now for the optic, believe it or not, I'm actually not going to run the slate reflector on the MP40. I'm running the upgraded iron sights because these are too clean to go ahead and pass up. I mean, come on, look at them. They're so open, they're so easy to use, and we're going to get that aim down sights benefit. So make sure you guys go ahead and run the upgraded iron sights. Definitely a good attachment option on here, and it's still going to be easy to use at those medium to longer ranges. Now for the rear grip, again, this is as usual, we are going to be putting on the fabric grip. I'm going to keep saying it, it's the best attachment under the rear grip category. For the stock, we actually are going to be putting on the folding stock this time for this weapon, allowing us for even more sprint to fire speed and movement speed. Cannot go around this attachment. It's going to be amazing and just making this weapon that much more devastating at those close ranges. And then for the proficiency, now here's where things can kind of get wherever you want to do. If you can control the recoil, which is definitely easy to use in this weapon, steady is going to be a nice attachment for that reduced movement penalty. But if you guys, for whatever reason, are having trouble with this weapon, having brace is going to be a good attachment, going ahead and having that initial action recoil bumped up. But this class has literally no recoil, so I think steady is going to be the way to go. And then finally for the kit, we're going to be running fully loaded, so we can rock the MP40 from kill 1 all the way to kill 25 until we get that V2 rocket. Definitely a solid class setup on this weapon that you guys cannot go wrong with, and you're going to find yourself destroying lobbies, especially close range maps, and just going crazy. So make sure you guys go ahead and run this class setup up. And their setup is going to be the combat knife, gauntless, forward into lightweight, and I have on the sticky bomb with the stem shot. These are going to be the top 5 best class setups after the recent update here in Vanguard Season 3. If there are two classes I want you guys to check out after the update, number one is gonna be these Automaton setup, because quite literally this gun is a 90 round assault rifle now. It doesn't make any sense. And then finally, you guys can go ahead and try out the Weld gun, this aggressive Weld gun build, making sure you guys can run and gun and take enemies out close range with ease. If you guys did enjoy the video and check out one of these class setups, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn those post notifications. Been your boy Ears, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.